Hi. Today, a short video to take stock of NotebookLM that I use to produce a podcast in English and French. So here's what I noticed from my tests. In French, the discussions are not of the same quality as the English versions. Sometimes the French voices take on an English accent. Sometimes the voices are too expressive, and some listeners find that they have a bit of a childish side, which I also notice. So I have to regenerate a new version in French from time to time. I must add that we can give instructions for generating discussions, and despite this, these instructions are not always followed to the letter. We are also limited in terms of the number of characters for these instructions, which at the same time limits the quality of the result of the French discussions. Now, if I approach the English version, overall these versions are better than the French versions. I am much less likely to regenerate them due to poor quality of the discussion. However, sometimes the female voice tends to repeat what the male voice says in the first 30 seconds of the discussion. Still not managed to hide this problem. I come back to the French version for a remark that I also made to myself on the subject of the time at which I produce my podcasts. So it is very strange, but in the afternoon or evening for the time zone of France, the quality of the French discussions decreases or even becomes almost unusable unless you do post-editing, which I do not do. Finally, it should be remembered that NotebookLM, its strength, is to popularize many sources of information to help us understand these same sources. This is what makes it interesting to be able to produce discussions. For the fun side of things, sometimes listeners don't understand the concept at all and even get angry that it's an AI that's talking. In my opinion, and as a conclusion for this video, I find it really interesting to dig into the subject of AI and also at the same time to see the reaction of people who are confronted with it. There you go. I'll see you next time, and above all, keep your critical mind on the world around us.